So here we go. We're here in Sitges in our new apartment. There has been so much to update you guys on since we last did one of these. So Charlie, you want to just give a quick brief overview of what's been happening?
Sure. I don't remember what we talked about during the last update, but we have been here for almost a week. We go home tomorrow. In that week, it's been very productive. We are sitting in the chairs in our living room. We have a dining room, a living room. We've ordered mattresses so that we know we can be comfortable. We've slept here on our sleeper sofa that's behind the camera. So that's been kind of interesting. We've got some stuff in the kitchen. What else have we done? We've done a lot this week.
I mean, since we last done one of these, I think we were still talking about, the process, and we're still very much in the approval process. I was able to get my Filipino passport, which enables us to apply for my citizenship or residency here, which will get me citizenship in Spain in 2 years. So that's a big thing that has moved forward. Like I said, we signed a lease here. Do you want to talk about the lease or
Yeah, I actually signed the lease when I was here last time. I'm sure you guys know about that. You didn't know which house we came to, but this is the house. It's the one that overlooks the port. We're loving that. We love the view every day. We've had a rainy week, but we've had some sun peeking through the clouds a couple of times. It's been a lot of fun. Here, we could talk about what we've done here in the apartment besides furnishing. I've had a lot of fun learning how to use a washing machine, learning how to use the dishwasher. We were supposed to have our internet and television installed and connected yesterday. We have a funny little story about that.
Tell it.
Earlier in the day, I was going to run the dishwasher for the first time. And when I tried to start the dishwasher, it wouldn't start. And I realized that about half of our upstairs, we have an upstairs and a downstairs, about half of the upstairs was not working. So I contacted the landlord, and she had a technician in 15 minutes.
That's a good sign.
Come to our house, 15 minutes. Sign. And he worked for a couple of hours, and then he left because it was time for siesta. And everything shuts down for siesta.
At 2:00, he's like, I'll be back at 5:30.
He texted me and said, or not texted me, using Google Translate, he spoke no English, said he would be back at 5. And I thought, with my American way of thinking, there is no way he's coming back today. 5:00 on the dot, he shows up with another person. They figured out where the fault was. It was actually behind us on the patio. We'd had some rain, and one of the outlets had shorted out, and it was causing half of the upstairs to not have power. So they fixed that. There's another little story for that, but it's kind of PG/R rated. When he came back when they figured out that it was an outlet problem, he came back with an outlet to replace it. And when he opened the package, it was the wrong outlet. And he said the F word, kind of loud, and I thought of all the words that he'd been trying to say all day, that was the universal language, but he realized he had the wrong one. So it was kind of funny. He said it, I laughed, and he said, I'll be back again. And I thought, okay, it's now 6:00 on a Thursday night. I am not seeing him again. And about 20 minutes later, he was back with the outlet and fixed it. So completely different story than generally what happens in the US, but certainly enjoyable. But we missed our appointment to have our internet and which is called fiber here again, and our TV installed. So because we missed that, I have to come back. I have to book another trip back. So I'm going to come back in a couple of weeks to get the internet and the TV installed. Dennis has a Spanish phone number now. We took care of that. What else did we do?
We did have our appointment in Miami with the consulate for our NIE numbers. So hopefully by the time Charlie comes back in April, we'll have NIE numbers as well.
Yes, right now our electric and gas and water are in the name of our landlord. And our landlord was very, very kind and let us do our phone and internet and cable through her as well. So they've assured me at the store that all I have to do is provide my NIE number. It's not like there's not like an installation fee or a transfer fee or any of those things that we're accustomed to in the US. But it's all just, she'll just go in and change all that information. But Dennis has his number. We haven't put it on his phone yet, but we're going to when we get back to the States and have a few minutes, because we've been pretty busy here.
We've been pretty busy, yeah. And one of the silver linings of having the power go out is Charlie actually booked a very nice hotel just around the corner. So if we ever have an influx of guests, there's a very nice hotel called the Hotel Estela. Estela.
Hotel
That's
Estela.
literally a 2-3 minute walk from here, and it's right on the ocean, right on the beach. And Charlie booked this massive suite for us, which has been really nice because we've been sleeping on the sofa bed, which is actually pretty comfortable. But I'll take this massive 2-bedroom suite any day.
So this suite was actually, I was looking at the prices. I know that in Europe, that a lot of times in Europe you get very small accommodations, and for the price, it seemed like a great price. It was cheaper than, if you've been to Disney World, cheaper than some of the value resorts at Disney World during different parts of the year. Excuse me. And so I booked it, and when we walked in, it's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
With a balcony overlooking the ocean.
Great views of the sea. I think you took some videos. So
I did.
Maybe we could share some of that video. But the price is just incredible for what we got. So it was a nice break. We didn't need to stay there because we got everything fixed in time, but we'd already booked it, so why not? So we treated ourselves. And now we know a great hotel that we can, if people want to come and stay in a hotel, we know a great hotel that people can go and stay in. And it's a 3-minute walk from us.
So we've been here the whole week trying to decorate our new place. We've definitely gotten to experiment with some of the local restaurants and flavor. What can you tell me about, what do you find different from the restaurant experience here, other than nothing is open for dinner before 8 o'clock?
Last night we tried to go to dinner at 7:30, and we walked to what looked like it might be an open restaurant, and it wasn't. Nothing opens in the port, which is what we're near, till 8 o'clock. And I mean, one restaurant maybe that we'd eaten at one other time. So we're gonna get used to that. But I have to tell you, the food just tastes different here. I feel like the taste of all the food is amplified. We had sushi for dinner tonight. Don't worry, I didn't eat fish, because you know I don't eat fish. But I had a chicken katsu sushi roll that was just amazing. The mayonnaise was delicious. Everything was delicious. We had edamame that was flash fried with some truffle oil, which I've never had in the US. That was
delicious.
So good. The umami, edamame has a lot of an umami flavor anyway, and just adding a little bit of truffle oil just really amplified that flavor. And then
my miso soup, I don't know, it just had so much more flavor than what I'm used to. So.
I noticed that on the menu, nothing on the menu had masago, which is very common in the US, that you have masago on your sushi. And I think it's because probably the fish tastes like fresh fish, and you don't need to cover it up with masago. That was my theory anyway.
Possibly.
But we've had so many good meals, pan con tomate. I had Dennis try the rotisserie chicken place that I had, that I came to when I was here in April. What else? Just so much good food.
Yeah.